Alright, it's part 3 of my journal. I just realized the news really sucks. I mean, it's not that bad, but we're constantly exposed to like people's crap stains worldwide. I mean, I never hear the story about like the kid who got into fucking like STEM. Like, oh my god, you got into STEM. Do you realize you're gonna be like a future like you're like the fucking you're like the new type, dude. Like in Gundam Wing, dude. That's what people in STEM are to us, dude. Like new types. You're so fucking smart. You're gonna design like spaceships, technology. Basically, my life compared to a STEM subject is worthless. And the government will let you know through violence, intimidation, and fear, just to get their hands on that one STEM candidate. But then again, this is why I hate the old man so much for making that sacrifice. Apparently we all are worthless compared to one man who has the knowledge of all of us put together. Linda Sestor accused of exploiting Hurricane Harvey for PAC donations. I'm not surprised, man. Politicians are the most corrupt people in history. History being immortal, it can never go away, even if we wanted to. But yeah, America is in tumultuous times. I see Americans turning on each other for political beliefs when... What do you know politically? They're being exploited for their beliefs by the men and women who have no belief. It's amazing, man. The people who run this world don't care to live in it. And I will never understand the madness of this world that constantly puts people in power who care little to none about the world around them. And that's why we live in such troubling times, man. Every leader we have went mad with power. And the only leaders that were able to retain that responsibility were the ones who struggled for it. So, for some reason, humanity has a terrible, terrible history with men and power. This is why I know power is an illusion. Just like darkness. You never knew it existed until it came to the light. And my power? Well, is the ability to practice absolute anonymity. I can disappear anytime I want. I mean, sure, you can track me physically, but mentally you'll never be in the same place as me. And that's what has my enemies in such a fucking frenzy, dude. They can't find the man who did this to them, so they're attacking random people until they find until they find me. You'll never get me. Even as I record in this journal, you have no proof of my crime. After all, how can you hurt someone for a fart? Am I breaking the law for farting? Are you going to pass a law saying you're not allowed to fart in public anymore? That's right, you're mad with power. You'll shoot yourself in the foot. You know, Elder was right. You people are mad. And you know, misery loves company, so all you're doing is adding more misery to your life. Talk about a self-defeating enemy. I almost feel bad, but then I just remember, wow, they don't care about us. So who cares what happens to them? Ugh. Well, what else? What else happened? Decided to work on another mosaic. It's gonna take some time though. I'm trying to come up with weird designs. I might just take some. I don't know, I always have this weird feeling like every time I borrow like another person's like symbology, it becomes less of my own and becomes more of them. But then again, I don't think like anyone's taught you how to like I don't know, man. That's the thing. When you walk in, when you use people's souls as currency, dude, you can't just use something you don't understand. So I'm very hesitant to use other people's subject material in my own art, even though it's perfectly legal as long as you know. It's just legal as long as you put your own touch to it. So you can always steal from another artist. You just have to give them credit for it. That this was inspired by this so and so. So, and see, that's the number one thing, dude. Like, you have to give credit to the person who inspired you. It's respect. So that's why I'm very hesitant to show respect, because they're so willing to throw it away for another piece of art. That's what sickens me about the art community right now. It's so wasteful. Literally, I went to fucking buy supplies at like Ace, man, and this fucking woman bought all the fucking glass, like all the grinders, all the bits, like fucking bitch, dude. You didn't think like someone else might need that? And that's what pisses me out about artists, man. Like, they're so fucking greedy. You know, I hope you go mad dedicating yourself to your art. You know, that's why my old man told me never obsess over art, man. It's shit. You're just gonna fucking crap. You're just gonna fucking make more of it. So why hurry so hard to take a shit? Why rush? Why you might as well walk around with a diaper claiming that it's the prophetic vision of God. Every time you shit, that's God like telling you to fucking make another holy monument. That's what pisses these artists off so much, dude. That their artwork literally is like their God. When damn, you know God is just a pinata. It was meant to be destroyed. So anyone who walks around pretending that they're a God, guess what? We created you gods just to be destroyed. You know, something tangible. I realized this when the old man explained to me what God really was. Just a tool of inspiration. Nothing more, nothing less. If God is thou art, then yeah, all you have to do is create another God and you'll be fine. I decided to become agnostic instead of atheist because I truly believe God is real. Maybe not like in the manifestation of a human being, but in art. So that way, you know, God's immortal. God lives on. Even after we all die, God will keep living on with or without us. But I can't say that God is 100% right. You know, art imitates life, but what does life imitate? Well, the environment around it. Anyhow, I wanted to touch one more subject before I ended this journal and upload it to YouTube. Now, I've been talking about a lot of negative things, but I want to bring up something positive. My cat seems pretty happy. Doesn't have that many fleas, but okay, maybe that's like the only. Okay, something else, something else. That's not good enough.